Tom, we've got some questions via the Rugby Facebook group. Got to let you know at the start that there were less proposals of marriage than Danny Kerr, but more than Dan Cole. I'm sure you're happy with that.
Yeah, I guess so. Somewhere in the middle.
First of all, Stephen Richards asks, quite up front, what's your opinion on Francis Lowe as a player?
Played against him a couple of times while he's during his time at Bath. Very combative, typical in terms of what you'd expect from South African back row. Aggressive, often picks you out to run at you as opposed to running up space and things like that. So, you know, I think that's something we're going to have to get used to at the weekend.
Rebecca Ann Waits asks, if you could play with any all-time great, who would it be? And she's put a kiss on the end, actually.
Oh, lovely. Thanks very much. I think I'd go with Zinzan Brook.
Why?
Because he was standout, all-time great, and I wanted him to teach me how to drop goals from the halfway line.
Lee White asks, do you have trouble with the showers at Twickenham like we do at our rugby club? It's freezing cold at one end and boiling hot at the other.
Yeah, they're just boiling hot, and when you immediately come off a test match and you know, you're already sweating, and the past couple of weeks I've had to do fitness post-game and then rush straight to media, and I've been raining with sweat for 2 hours, ruined my suit, so like Lee Evans does on his stand-up gig. Shane
Fahy asks, have you ever got properly nailed in a tackle?
Yes, many times.
And was it Courtney Laws in training?
I think I played against Courtney, and Courtney's hit me pretty hard. I've played against Northampton when Jimmy Downey was playing, and he's hit me pretty hard. You know, it's just part and parcel really. It's about being able to take big hits as well as dish them out.
Martin Whelan asks, do you remember Fergburger in New Zealand?
I do.
And how many did you have?
Handful. Yeah, no, I did remember Fergburger. I did try a few. My sister spent some time out there as well, and I think it was her go-to. Hell of a place.
Ben James, another direct question. Do you feel you could have progressed to the England squad as a Worcester player, or was the move to Northampton the catalyst for your call-up in 2011?
Funny actually, I did actually, not long after signing for Northampton, get a call to the Saxons. So, you know, I think Worcester's a club you can get recognition. I think the England coaches are looking further afield these days, and looking for talent in the clubs that perhaps don't get the TV coverage that some of the top teams do. But Worcester are growing, and the likes of Matt Mullins had some exposure as well. Matt Kavezic has been called up, so yeah, I don't see any reason why. It perhaps is that little bit harder because you're not in the big Heineken Cup games and things like that where you do tend to get noticed. But you know, I think if you're good enough and you stick at it for long enough, then you will get noticed.
Noel Matthew asks, quite simply, Neil Back or Tim Rodber?
I'm going to have to go with, no disrespect to Tim, who's a great player, but Neil Back because he was from my school and my club. So you know, just somebody I grew up particularly watching and wanted to emulate, and he coached me as a young lad. So. Go Neil Back.
Finally, Adam Fisher asks, which team in the whole world would you most like to beat?
It's always fun beating Wales.